Every tax time, two things quietly cost Australians money. One, they underclaim deductions they were fully entitled to. Two, they overclaim in risky spots and trigger a review. A worker on $75,000 who just guesses can miss $800 to $200 a year in legal refunds, ATO 2024. Today, I will walk you through the exact steps to claim the maximum, stay inside the rules, and lodge with confidence. Let us get into it. Before the steps, understand the stakes. If you underclaim, you simply hand the government money you never owed. For a mid-income worker, that is often $240 or more a year, ATO 2024. But push too hard in the wrong places and it gets worse. The ATO can apply penalties of up to 75% of the tax shortfall in serious cases, plus interest, ATO 2024. They data match land titles, bank interest, property statements, and your employer's payroll. So the goal is not to be timid or aggressive, and it is to be accurate and fully documented. That is how you win both ways. Step 1. Log into MyGov, open the ATO, and start your 2025 to 2026 return through MyTax. Now go through every deduction section methodically. Work-related expenses, gifts and donations, interest and dividends, professional memberships. Most people only claim the obvious stuff, maybe $200 total, and stop. But the average employee has stationery, small tools, subscriptions, union fees. The ATO lets you claim up to $300 of work-related expenses without written receipts, as long as you actually spend it, ATO 2024. Do not leave that on the table, but only claim what you genuinely incurred. Step 2. Before any deduction goes in, run it through the ATO's 3 golden rules. 1. You spent the money yourself and were not reimbursed. 2. The expense directly relates to earning your income. 3. You have a record to prove it. If all 3 are true, claim it confidently. Take laundry. You can claim up to $150 for compulsory uniforms or logoed work clothing without receipts, but not your everyday clothes. ATO 2024. The rules are your friend here. They tell you exactly what is safe. Here is the headline number people forget. You can claim up to $300 in work-related expenses without keeping written receipts, ATO 2024. For someone on a 32.5% marginal rate, claiming the full amount instead of zero is worth about $97 back. Add the $150 laundry allowance and that is real money. But remember, without proof means you still must have spent it and be able to explain how you worked out the figure. It is not a free standard deduction. Step 3, and this is where most refunds are won or lost. If you work from home, the revised fixed rate method lets you claim around 70 cents per hour for 2025 to 2026, ATO 2024. 8 hours a week for 48 weeks is 384 hours, about $269 in deductions, or roughly $87 back in your pocket. But here is the catch for 2026. The ATO now demands a record of hours worked from home. A diary, roster, or calendar entries. Guessing 10 hours a week with no log is a known trigger. Start that log today, not in October. Not in. Step 4. Car and travel claims are one of the ATO's favourite review targets, especially when the job does not obviously require driving or the logbook is missing, ATO 2024. If you are claiming, record each trip with the date, purpose, and kilometres. Use cents per kilometre for low usage or a proper logbook for higher use. Office workers should have modest claims. Sales reps can justify more. The key is that the number comes from your records, not your memory. Keep everything for 5 years after you lodge. Step 5. Before you hit submit, sanity check your refund. Take your income statement from the ATO pre-fill, your bank interest, and your planned deductions, and run them through a refund calculator like the money.com.au 2026 tax calculator. Then log into MyTax and confirm the pre-filled income matches and your deductions line up. If your MyTax estimate is wildly higher than the calculator or way above last year with no clear reason like a pay rise, stop and recheck for overclaims. Then lodge before 31st of October to avoid late penalties. Was October. Let me show you what this looks like in practice. Jess, a 34-year-old marketing coordinator on $78,000, used to claim just $200. After going through the categories properly, she found $300 in general work expenses, $150 in uniform laundry, $269 from her work from home hours, and $220 in union fees and subscriptions, nearly $939, all real and documented. That extra $739 in deductions lifted her refund by about $240 ATO 2024 with zero extra risk, because every dollar is genuine and recorded. Now, the mistakes that catch people out. The biggest myth is that the $300 work expense and $150 laundry limits are automatic amounts you can claim whether you spend it or not. Wrong. The ATO allows these without written receipts, but only if you genuinely incurred the cost. Can explain how you calculated it, and it relates to earning income. ATO 2024. Claiming them as round number freebies with no real spending is non-compliant and draws scrutiny. Same logic with work from home. A $400 guess with no log can be disallowed, costing about $130 in tax plus penalties. One more thing to know, Aubrey, the rules are getting friendlier. From 1st July 2026, the tax rate on income between 18th of $201 and $45,000 drops from 16 to 15%, worth up to $268 per taxpayer, Treasury 2024. From 1st July 2027, it falls again to 14%, totalling up to $536, and the new Working Australians tax offset adds up to $250 for around 13 million workers, Treasury 2024. You only capture these by lodging correctly and on time, so good habits now pay off for years. Let us recap fast. 1. Audit your deductions in My Tax against every category. 2. Test each claim with the 3 golden rules. You paid it, it earns income, you have a record. 3. Keep a working from home hours log using the 70-cent rate. 4. Document car and travel with a logbook. 5. Run a safe max estimate and compare to your My Tax figure. 6. Lodge before 31st October. Do those 6 and you claim the maximum while staying completely off the ATO's radar. Getting your refund right is worth hundreds every year and thousands over a career. If this helped, subscribe. We break down one Australian money topic at a time in plain English. Next up, I will show you how to legally boost your super before 30 June and cut your tax bill at the same time. Hit subscribe so you do not miss it. And remember, this is general information only, not financial advice. See you in the next one.